This is RestoreX.
Welcome to RestoreX, where forgotten vehicles are restored with patience and precision. No shortcuts, just real restoration.
All right, easy does it. This thing's barely holding together, so we're taking it slow. And here's the first reality check. This isn't surface rust, this is straight up rot. Before touching anything, I like to document it. Every hole, every crack. Trust me, later on, these pictures save a lot of guesswork. This is where it gets messy. You tap it and the metal just gives up. But I'd rather find the bad spots now than... Inside's no better. The carpet was hiding more damage than I expected. Before cutting anything, I like to slow things down and make a plan. The bumper looks okay from a distance, but up close, it's toast. This is what I was worried about. Nothing on this car wants to come off easily. First thing inside, seats are coming out. And there it is. Years of moisture, dirt. Moving to the back now. Same process. These rust spots tell a different story. Once the carpet comes up, there's no hiding anymore. This is the real condition of the car, and now we can actually fix it.
Now the dash has to come out. Dash is finally free. Bare metal, exposed wiring, the steering wheel's coming off. Once the interior's stripped this far, there's no turning back. Fluids coming out, exhaust coming down. Messy job, but it has to happen. All the wiring's coming out as one piece. Nothing cut, nothing rushed. Just clean removal so it goes back the right way later. All right, nice and steady. Engine and transmission are officially out. From here on, it's all about rebuilding. This right here is fresh metal. Everything rotten that cut out, and what you're seeing now is solid again. The door has to come off. No shortcuts. With the door out of the way, you can finally see the full picture. Next up, the rear glass. Old seals hold moisture, and that's how rust sneaks in. The car gets a deep clean. Years of dirt, rust, and filler get washed away. Before cutting anything, I mark it out. You want clean lines and solid metal. Everything outside that gets removed. This is all old filler and rust layered on top of each other. Every seam gets cleaned back to bare metal. Underneath is the same story. Wire brush, scraper, time. There's no fast way to do this right. This is the last step before metal repair. This area was way worse than it looked. This is why you never trust old repairs. There's inches of filler here, hiding damage that should have been metal from day one. Now, it's all about flattening things out. Smaller panels get done by hand. You feel the surface better this way. And this is the point of no return. Bad metal gets cut out completely. No patching over problems, no shortcuts. Before moving forward, I double check every weld. If something isn't solid now, it'll show up later, and I don't want surprises. This part is all about accuracy. Measurements get checked twice, lines get locked in, because symmetry matters. Now we start making parts. Flat sheet in, repair panel out. Nothing fancy, just clean cuts and patience. Cardboard first, metal second. Templates save time, save material, and help everything fit right the first time. Once the template fits the car perfectly, it gets transferred to steel. This is where replacement metal officially starts taking shape.
Now I start shaping the patch. It's all done by hand. Small hits, checking the curve, letting the metal move naturally. Before anything gets welded, the fit has to be right. No forcing it. If it doesn't sit naturally, it's not ready. I clean the edges and open everything up. Clean metal equals clean welds. Time to burn it in. Slow, controlled welds, letting the panel cool between passes so it doesn't warp. Once it's welded, I check the door gap and alignment. If the gaps are right, the structure is right. With the metalwork done, it's time for filler. Just a thin skim here. This isn't to hide anything, it's to level the surface. Now we block it down. Long strokes, light pressure, letting the panel tell me where it's high and low. A quick guide coat shows everything. Any dark spots left behind mean more work. This stuff doesn't lie. Sanding again, chasing the shape. Every pass gets it closer, and the panel starts looking like one piece again. One more light skim to finish it off. Small adjustments, nothing heavy, just dialing it in before primer. Now everything gets DA sanded. This blends the filler, the metal, and the original paint into one smooth surface. Tight areas get done by hand. Machines are fast, but hands are accurate, especially around edges and body lines. At this stage, I'm not sanding anymore. I'm feeling the panel. If it feels right, it'll look right once paint goes on. Now we mask everything off. Clean tape lines mean clean paint lines. This step sets the tone for the finish. Last bit of masking around the bumper and wheel opening.
Before any paint goes on, everything gets wiped down. No dust, no oils. Under proper lighting, every flaw shows up. This is the last chance to catch anything before it gets sealed. Now it finally gets color. Slow passes, even coverage, letting the paint lay down smooth and consistent. Once it cures, we wet sand it. This knocks down any texture and preps the surface for a deep finish. And this is where it all comes together. Polishing brings the depth back, turning fresh paint into a proper finish. With the body finished, I move underneath. Everything gets sealed and protected. This keeps moisture out and the metal safe long term. Now the suspension starts going back in. Fresh hardware, clean mounting points, everything torqued down the right way. This is where it starts looking like a car again. Control arms, hubs, piece by piece, the structure comes back together. Next up is the axle and steering. Once this is in, the car's no longer just sitting, it's ready to move. And finally, the coilovers. This sets the ride height and the stance. Function first, but it's gonna look good too. All right, underneath the car now. Everything down here takes a beating, so I'm going over the lines one by one. Lining this up takes patience. You rush it, you'll feel it later on the road. Slow hands, make sure everything seats perfectly. Next up, bleeding the brakes. Old fluid out, fresh fluid in. You want that pedal firm. Back to the heart of the engine. This piston's been through a lot, but we're bringing it back. Everything gets cleaned, checked, and fitted like it's brand new. Laying all the parts out, piece by piece. Turbo, pulleys, tensioners. All right, engine's going back where it belongs. Nice and slow on the hoist, watching every clearance. Now we're locking in the intake. Everything lines up clean, no fighting it. When parts fit like this, you know the prep work paid off. Time to fill it up. Fresh coolant going in, slow and steady. Wiring. Routing everything clean, clipped and secured. Now we move inside. Laying down sound deadening, panel by panel. Carpet's going in next. Getting it stretched, trimmed, and seated just right. Dash is ready to go back in. Careful here. Lots of wiring, tight clearances. Everything lines up. Dropping the seat back in. Bolts torqued down, rails moving smooth. Finishing it off with the door panel. All right, moment of truth. Key in, ignition on. Watching the dash light up. Quick check on the doors and windows. Smooth, solid, no rattles. Feels tight, just like it's supposed to. Headlights going back in. Last touch, the badge. This isn't just a name. Last big piece going on, the wing. Quick wipe down before we roll out. Catching the fingerprints, checking the lines. This paint finally gets the respect it deserves. One last look under the hood. Belts, fluids, fittings, everything where it should be. Inside gets the same treatment.
Steering wheel, dash, stepping back for the first time. Seeing it together outside the garage, it doesn't look restored, it looks reborn. Out on the road now, steering feels tight, throttle smooth. This is exactly how a Supra should feel. From a stripped shell to this, every bolt, every hour, worth it. This build is done and it's finally home.
This one took time, and there's a lot more coming on RestoreX. Let me know in the comments which car you want to see next, and if you enjoyed the journey, like, subscribe, and stick around. Thanks for watching RestoreX.